Maya, baby. I can explain. Explain? Her voice was barely a whisper, but it cut through the air like a scalpel. Explain how you've been sleeping with my sister? The sister who smiled while twisting the knife. Derek's face went pale. Downstairs, Maya could hear Elena's distinctive laugh. Bright, beautiful, effortless. Everything Maya had never been. While Maya spent her childhood buried in medical textbooks, Elena had been crowned prom queen. While Maya worked 100-hour weeks in residency, Elena had become an Instagram influencer with 2 million followers. And now, apparently, Elena had taken the one thing Maya thought was finally, truly hers. How long? Maya demanded, her surgical training keeping her voice steady even as her world collapsed. Derek ran his hand through his perfectly styled hair. Maya, it just happened. You're always at the hospital. Elena was there, and she understood. How? Long. 2 years. The words came out like a confession at a funeral. But Maya, I love you. You're the one I want to marry. Elena is she's just sex. Maya laughed, a sound so hollow it scared her. 2 years. 2 years of family dinners where Elena sat across from her, smiling. 2 years of birthday parties where Elena helped her blow out candles. 2 years of sister lunches where Elena gave her advice about keeping Derek happy. Where is she? Maya asked, her voice cold as surgical steel. Maya, don't. She pushed past him, walking down the marble staircase in her custom Vera Wang engagement dress. The party fell silent as guests noticed her face. Maya's eyes scanned the crowd until she found Elena, stunning in a gold dress that probably cost more than Maya's monthly salary, standing near the champagne fountain with their mother. Maya walked straight up to her. Elena turned, her perfect smile freezing when she saw Maya's expression. Tell them, Maya said quietly. Tell them what? Elena's voice was sugar-sweet, innocent. Always the actress. Maya held up Derek's phone. Elena's message displayed for everyone to see. Tell them how you've been fucking my fiancé for 2 years. The gasp that went through the crowd sounded like a wave crashing. Their mother clutched her pearls. Elena's face cycled through shock, fear, and then Maya saw it clearly, satisfaction. Oh, Maya. Elena sighed, not even trying to deny it. Did you really think someone like Derek would be satisfied with someone like you? You're brilliant, sure, but you're also boring. You work all the time. You don't know how to have fun. You don't even know how to make him happy in bed. The crowd whispered. Some looked horrified. Others looked fascinated, phones already out, recording. Maya felt her mother's hand on her arm, but she shook it off. Derek chose me, Elena continued, her voice gaining confidence. He told me months ago he was only marrying you because you're stable, because you make good money, because you'd be a good mother to his children, but he loves me. Maya turned to Derek, who stood frozen on the stairs. Is that true? His silence was answer enough, the surgeon who became something darker. Maya should have cried. She should have screamed, thrown things, collapsed in a dramatic heap. That's what Elena expected. That's what everyone expected from sweet, responsible Maya, who always played by the rules. Instead, Maya smiled. It wasn't a nice smile. It was the smile she wore in the operating room when she was about to perform a particularly difficult surgery. Precise, focused, lethal. You know what's funny? Maya said, her voice calm. I actually just got confirmed for the chief of surgery position at San Francisco Memorial. They called this morning. Youngest chief of surgery in the hospital's history. She looked at Elena and Derek. Remember that investment firm that offered me a partnership last month? The one you told me to turn down because it would take time away from us? Derek's face went white. I accepted it this afternoon, Maya continued. I'm worth $11 million as of today. That penthouse you're living in, the one Dad gave us as an engagement gift, it's in my name. That startup you're so proud of, Derek? I'm the primary investor. I own 60%. The blood drained from Derek's face. Elena's confident smile wavered. So here's what's going to happen, Maya said, her voice sharp as a surgical blade. You two deserve each other. You can have each other. But everything else? She looked around the room at the 200 guests, at the society photographers, at the influencers already live streaming this moment. Everything else is mine. And I'm going to take it all. She turned to leave, then paused, looking back at Elena. Oh, and Elena, that fertility clinic you've been visiting in secret? The one where you've been freezing your eggs? Maya's smile turned deadly. I'm on the board of directors. Consider your samples compromised. Elena's face went sheet white. Maya walked out of her own engagement party, leaving chaos in her wake. Behind her, she could hear Elena shrieking, Derek shouting, her mother crying. But Maya didn't look back. She had surgery in the morning, and a revenge plan to perfect. Because Maya Chen didn't lose, she operated. And every operation required careful planning, steady hands, and a willingness to cut out the disease, even if the disease wore her sister's face. Outside the venue, Maya's hands finally started shaking. She pulled out her phone and dialed the one person who had always told her she was too good for Derek. Dr. Reeves? She said when he answered. It's Maya. I need to talk to you about that offer you made me. The one in New York. Is it still available? The man on the other end, her former professor, her mentor, and maybe something more, laughed softly. For you, Maya? Always. Good, she said, watching Derek run out of the venue, frantically calling her name, because I'm about to burn my entire life down. And I'm going to need a partner who knows how to work with fire. Will Maya's revenge destroy Elena and Derek, or will it destroy her first? And who is Dr. Reeves, and what does he really want from Maya? Heartbreak and revenge. The woman who walked away. 3 months after the engagement party heard around San Francisco, Maya Chen stood in her new corner office on the 47th floor of Manhattan General Hospital. The New York skyline glittered before her like a kingdom waiting to be conquered. Chief of cardiothoracic surgery at 32. She should have felt triumphant. Instead, she felt hollow. Her phone buzzed. Another message from Derek. She'd blocked his number 17 times. He kept getting new ones. Unknown, Maya. Please. The investors pulled out. Without your backing, the company is dying. Elena left me when the money dried up. You were right. She only wanted me for what I could give her. I was stupid. I love you. I've always loved you. Please come back. Maya deleted it without responding. She'd heard it all before. Derek had even shown up at her hospital twice, each time escorted out by security. Elena had gone silent after Maya had followed through on her threat. The fertility clinic had accidentally destroyed Elena's samples in a freezer malfunction. No criminal charges. Just an unfortunate accident. Their mother had called Maya cruel. Maya had hung up. Dr. Chen? Her assistant poked her head in. Dr. Reeves is here. Maya's heart did something complicated. Jonathan Reeves walked in, 6 feet of controlled intensity in a charcoal suit. He'd been her surgical attending during residency. Brilliant, demanding, and completely off limits. He was 12 years older, divorced, and had a reputation for being emotionally unavailable. But when Maya had called him that night 3 months ago, destroyed and desperate, he'd done something surprising. He'd gotten on a plane. "You look tired," Jonathan said, studying her with those sharp gray eyes that missed nothing. "I performed a transplant that lasted 14 hours yesterday," Maya replied, accepting the coffee he handed her. Black, 2 sugars, exactly how she liked it. "I'm running on spite and caffeine." "Sounds about right." He settled into the chair across from her desk. "I have news about our San Francisco problem." Maya's attention sharpened. "Our problem?" "Derek filed for bankruptcy this morning," Jonathan said. "Your lawyer executed the hostile takeover perfectly. You now own his entire company and all its intellectual property." Maya should have felt satisfied. Instead, she felt nothing. "And Elena?" "Last I heard, she's dating a reality TV producer. She's trying to turn your engagement party disaster into a show called Sister Rivalry." Jonathan's expression was neutral, but Maya saw the disgust in his eyes. She's selling her side of the story. Making herself the victim? Of course she was. Elena always landed on her feet, always found a way to make herself the center of attention. "Let her," Maya said tiredly. "I'm done caring what she does." "Are you?" Jonathan leaned forward. "Because you look like someone who's won the war but lost the battle. You've destroyed them financially. You've humiliated them publicly. You have everything you said you wanted, so why do you still look like you're in pain?" The mentor who saw too much. Maya hated that he could read her so easily. She stood, walking to the window. "Because it doesn't matter. None of it matters. I can't undo what they did. I can't erase 2 years of lies. I can't get back the person I was before I read that message. Who said you'd want to be that person again?" Maya turned, surprised. Jonathan had moved silently, standing close enough that she could smell his cologne, cedar and something darker, more complex. "That woman who believed in happy endings?" Jonathan continued. "She was naive. She thought being good was enough. She thought love conquered all." His hand came up, almost touching her face, then dropping. "She was weak. I'm not weak," Maya said, her voice low. "No," Jonathan agreed. "You're not. Not anymore. You're terrifying now, Maya. You're brilliant and ruthless, and you've learned the most important lesson. The only person you can trust is yourself." He was standing too close. This was unprofessional. He was technically her colleague now, even if he wasn't her direct supervisor. But Maya found she didn't care. She was so tired of caring about rules, about what people thought, about being good. "Why did you come to New York?" Maya asked. "You had a department head position in San Francisco. You gave it all up to be an attending here. Why?" Jonathan's jaw tightened. "You know why?" "Say it." "Because I've wanted you since you were my resident," he said, his voice rough. "Because I watched you waste 6 years on a man who didn't deserve you. Because when you called me that night, destroyed and asking for help, I realized I'd waited long enough." Maya's breath caught. "I was your student." "Were," Jonathan emphasized. Past tense. "You're not my student anymore, Maya. You're my equal. You're my colleague. And if you want, you could be more." The kiss that tasted like gasoline. Maya should have stepped back, should have said this was too fast, too complicated, too much. But she was tired of should. She'd spent her whole life doing what she should do, being responsible, being good, being the daughter who made her parents proud, the sister who forgave Elena's jealousies, the fiancée who worked herself to death while her partner cheated. "This is a terrible idea," Maya whispered. "Probably," Jonathan agreed. She kissed him anyway. It wasn't soft or sweet. It was desperate, angry, fierce. A collision of two people who had been holding themselves back for too long. Jonathan's hands tangled in her hair, pulling her closer, and Maya felt something inside her crack open, something she'd been keeping carefully locked away. When they broke apart, both breathing hard, Jonathan's eyes were dark with want. "I'm not good at this," Maya said. "At feelings, at relationships. I don't know how to trust someone again." "Good," Jonathan said. "I don't want you to trust me. I want you to use me. I want you to take what you need, no apologies, no guilt. I want to see you become the person you're meant to be. The surgeon who doesn't apologize for being brilliant. The woman who doesn't shrink herself to make others comfortable." Maya's phone buzzed. Another message from Derek. She looked at it, then looked at Jonathan. "Help me finish it," she said. "Help me burn it all down." Jonathan smiled, and it was a predator's smile. "Now you're talking." The plan that went too far. 2 weeks later, Maya walked into an exclusive restaurant in Tribeca. Elena was waiting at a corner table, looking nervous. Good. It had taken 3 intermediaries and a promise of a ceasefire to get Elena to agree to this meeting. Their mother had begged Maya to reconcile with her sister. Maya had said she'd think about it. She'd thought about it. "Maya," Elena stood, her smile tentative. She looked thinner, less polished. The social media influencer glow had dimmed. "Thank you for coming." Maya sat studying her sister. Even now, even knowing what Elena had done, Maya could see why Derek had been tempted. Elena was beautiful in a way Maya had never been. Effortless, warm, magnetic. "I'm sorry," Elena blurted out before Maya could speak. "I'm so sorry. I was jealous. You had everything. The career, the respect, the stability. I had followers and likes and nothing real. When Derek paid attention to me, when he chose me, I felt like I'd finally won something." "Won," Maya repeated. "You thought stealing my fiancé was winning?" Tears spilled down Elena's cheeks. "I was stupid. I was cruel. And I've lost everything. The show fell through. The producer I was dating left me. Mom won't take my calls because I hurt you. Derek is broke and desperate, and he blames me for ruining his life." She reached across the table, grabbing Maya's hand. "Please, you're the only family I have left. Can we start over?" Maya looked at her sister's tearful face. She thought about the 14-year-old who had stolen Maya's prom date, the 20-year-old who had accidentally revealed Maya's scholarship status to her wealthy college friends, the countless small cruelties, the constant competition, the jealousy disguised as sisterly love. She thought about the message on Derek's phone. The 2 years of lies. "Of course we can," Maya said softly. Elena's face lit up with relief. "Really? Really?" Maya squeezed her sister's hand. "In fact, I have a proposition for you. I'm starting a medical innovation fund. I need someone to handle the PR and social media outreach. You'd be perfect for it. Salary, benefits, a real career." Elena's eyes went wide. "You'd do that for me, after everything?" "You're my sister," Maya said, using the words like weapons disguised as olive branches. "Family is everything." 2 months later, Elena was fully integrated into Maya's company. She was grateful, eager to please, desperate to prove she'd changed. She threw herself into the work, rebuilding her relationship with Maya, slowly earning back trust. She had no idea Maya was setting up the perfect trap. Because Maya had learned something important, the best revenge isn't quick or loud. It's slow, methodical, and absolutely devastating. And it was only just beginning. In Jonathan's apartment that night, Maya stood at the window, watching the city lights. "She suspects nothing," Maya said. "Good." Jonathan wrapped his arms around her from behind. Phase 2, Maya leaned back against him, feeling his heart beat against her spine. She thought about the falsified documents she'd planted in Elena's computer, the fabricated embezzlement evidence, the anonymous tips she'd send to federal investigators in exactly 3 months. Phase 2, Maya confirmed. But as Jonathan kissed her neck, Maya felt something twist in her chest. Elena's tears had been real. Her apology had been genuine, and Maya was about to destroy her sister so completely there would be nothing left. "Jonathan," Maya whispered, "is it wrong that I feel nothing?" "No," he said against her skin. "It means you're finally free." But Maya wasn't sure if freedom was supposed to feel this much like falling. The ultimate payback. The sister who trusted too much. The federal agents arrived on a Tuesday morning. Maya watched from her office as they walked Elena out of the building in handcuffs, her sister's face white with shock and confusion. Employees whispered. Cameras flashed. The news would hit social media within minutes. Elena had been accused of embezzling $2.3 million from Maya's Medical Innovation Fund. The evidence was damning. Falsified expense reports, shell companies in Elena's name, offshore accounts traced back to her. It was elegant, thorough, and completely manufactured. Maya had built the trap over 4 months, carefully planting breadcrumbs that would lead investigators to one conclusion: Elena Chen was a thief who had exploited her sister's forgiveness to steal from her again. Maya's phone rang. "Jonathan." "It's done," she said, her voice flat. "How do you feel?" Maya watched the police car drive away, Elena's face pressed against the window, searching the crowd for Maya's help that would never come. "Like I should feel something." "You don't owe her guilt, Maya. She destroyed you first, but had she?" Maya thought about the woman Derek had been engaged to, the one who believed in second chances, who worked 100-hour weeks but still made time for family dinners, who genuinely wanted her sister to succeed. That woman was gone. In her place was someone Maya barely recognized, brilliant, ruthless, and completely empty. "I need to go," Maya said. "I have surgery." She hung up before Jonathan could respond. Her hands were steady as she scrubbed in, steady as she cut into human hearts and repaired the damage time and circumstance had wrought. In the operating room, Maya was God. She decided who lived and who died, who got saved and who got abandoned. It was the only place she felt anything anymore. The truth that destroyed everything. The trial lasted 3 weeks. Elena's public defender was overworked and underpaid. She had no money for a real attorney. All her assets had been frozen. Their mother testified for Elena, swearing her daughter would never steal. The jury didn't believe her. Maya attended every day of the trial, sitting in the front row, the perfect victim. She wore simple clothes, no makeup, her hair pulled back. She looked exhausted, betrayed, wounded. The press ate it up, surgeon betrayed twice by same sister. Woman who forgave pays the ultimate price, when second chances destroy lives. On the final day, Elena took the stand. She looked broken, 30 pounds thinner, her skin sallow, her designer clothes replaced with an ill-fitting suit from Goodwill. "I didn't do this," Elena said, her voice shaking. "I know I hurt Maya before. I know I don't deserve her trust, but I didn't steal from her. Someone set me up." "Who would set you up, Miss Chen?" her attorney asked. Elena's eyes found Maya in the courtroom. For a long moment, the sisters stared at each other, and Maya saw the exact moment when Elena realized the truth. "My sister," Elena whispered. Maya did this. The courtroom erupted. The judge banged his gavel. Elena's attorney looked horrified. The prosecutor objected loudly, but Elena kept staring at Maya, tears streaming down her face. "You framed me," Elena said. "You've been planning this since I apologized. Since I trusted you again, you never forgave me. You just wanted to destroy me." Maya stood. Every eye in the courtroom turned to her. She walked to the witness stand, stopping directly in front of her sister. "You're right," Maya said quietly. The courtroom went silent. Maya, her attorney, hissed. "Don't. I did frame you," Maya continued, her voice steady. "I fabricated the evidence. I created the shell companies. I made sure every piece of documentation led back to you." Elena sobbed. Their mother cried out. The judge looked stunned. The prosecutor was already on his feet, shouting about perjury and obstruction of justice, but Maya wasn't done. "I framed you," she said, "because 2 years ago, you destroyed my life. You slept with my fiancé. You smiled at family dinners while betraying me. You took the one thing I thought was sacred and proved it was all a lie." Maya's voice dropped. "And when I gave you a second chance, you took it because you had nothing else. Not because you were sorry, because you needed something from me. That's not true." Elena protested. "I loved you. I wanted to fix things." "Did you?" Maya asked. "Or did you just want access to my money and connections again? Did you really think I wouldn't notice you pitching my company contacts about your new business ideas? Did you think I'd forget what you did just because you cried pretty tears?" Elena's face crumbled because they both knew Maya was right. Elena had been slowly rebuilding her influencer career using Maya's industry connections. She had been planning to leave again once she'd rebuilt her platform. "So yes," Maya said, "I destroyed you. I turned your life into the same hell you created for me. And I don't regret it." The fall of the Surgeon Queen. The consequences were immediate and catastrophic. Maya was arrested for fraud, fabricating evidence, and perjury. Her medical license was suspended pending investigation. The hospital fired her. Every news outlet in the country ran the story. Brilliant surgeon falls from grace in revenge plot. Jonathan posted bail for her. They sat in his apartment, now their apartment, as Maya's entire life disintegrated in real time on every television screen. "Why did you do it?" Jonathan asked quietly. "You could have denied everything." Elena had no proof. The case against her was airtight. "Why did you confess?" Maya looked at her hands, the hands that had saved hundreds of lives, the hands that had also destroyed her sister's future. "Because I saw her face," she said. "I saw the moment she realized I'd broken her completely. And I felt nothing. No satisfaction. No vindication. Just nothing." "So you confessed to feel something?" "I confessed because I realized I'd become exactly what I hated," Maya said. "I'd become someone who uses people, someone who manipulates and destroys, someone who values revenge over redemption." She looked at Jonathan. "I'd become you." Jonathan flinched. "Maya, no, listen," Maya said. "You told me to use you, to take what I needed, to stop apologizing. And I did. I let you turn me into a weapon aimed at my own sister. But I'm not a weapon, Jonathan. I'm a surgeon. I save lives. I don't destroy them." "She destroyed you first," Jonathan said, his voice hard. "And that made me just like her," Maya replied. "Don't you see? The moment I decided revenge mattered more than being the person I wanted to be, I lost. Elena took Derek from me, but I let vengeance take everything else." Jonathan stood, pacing. "So what now? You go to prison? You lose your career? You let Elena win?" "Elena's not winning," Maya said. "The charges against her will be dropped. She'll sue me. She'll probably win. But she'll have her life back. And you?" Maya smiled, and it was the first real smile she'd felt in months. I'll have my soul back. The woman who chose grace. 6 months later, Maya sat in a courtroom again. This time, she was the defendant. She'd pleaded guilty to all charges. Her attorney had negotiated a plea deal, 2 years of probation, community service, and full restitution to Elena for damages. Elena was in the courtroom. So was their mother. So was Derek, looking hopeful, probably thinking Maya's fall from grace meant he had a chance again. He was wrong. The only person missing was Jonathan. He'd left 3 months ago, unable to understand why Maya had chosen confession over freedom. You could have had everything, he'd said before walking out. Power, success, revenge. And you threw it all away for what? Guilt? Not guilt, Maya had wanted to say. Grace. The judge reviewed the sentencing recommendations. Dr. Chen, you've lost your medical license, your career, and your reputation. You've cooperated fully with authorities. The plaintiff has indicated she doesn't wish for jail time. The judge looked at Elena. Is that correct, Miss Chen? Elena stood. She looked healthier now, the gauntness gone, replaced by something softer. She looked at Maya. Yes, Your Honor, Elena said. My sister and I have been talking with a therapist. We're trying to understand why we've hurt each other so badly. She paused. Maya destroyed me, but I destroyed her first. We've been competing since we were children, each trying to prove we were better than the other. And it cost us everything. The judge nodded. Then I accept the plea agreement. Dr. Chen, you're sentenced to 2 years of probation and 500 hours of community service. It was over. Outside the courthouse, Elena waited by the steps. Maya approached slowly. Thank you, Maya said. Don't, Elena replied. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it because our therapist says forgiveness is the only way either of us moves forward. Are we moving forward? Elena looked at her sister. Really looked at her. I don't know. I don't trust you. You don't trust me. But maybe that's honest, at least. Honest, Maya agreed. That's new for us. Dr. Chen? A voice called out. Maya turned. A woman in a white coat approached. Dr. Sarah Mitchell from Brooklyn Community Hospital. I've been following your case, Dr. Mitchell said. I know you lost your license. But we have a program for at-risk youth, teaching basic medical skills, health education. It doesn't require a medical license. It doesn't pay much, but if you're looking for a way to do what you love again. Maya looked at the card Dr. Mitchell handed her. It wasn't chief of surgery. It wasn't a Manhattan penthouse office. It wasn't revenge or power or vindication. It was a second chance. I'll think about it, Maya said, but she was already smiling. As Dr. Mitchell walked away, Elena laughed. You're going to take it. Probably, Maya admitted. You know Derek tried to call me last week, Elena said. He wanted to know if we were getting back together. What did you tell him? I told him we Chen sisters might be a lot of things. Competitive, destructive, occasionally sociopathic. But we're not stupid enough to take back a man who cheated on one of us with the other. Maya laughed. A real laugh that felt like medicine. We're a disaster. The worst? Elena agreed. But maybe we can be a disaster together instead of at each other. Maybe, Maya said. They didn't hug. They didn't make promises they wouldn't keep. But they stood together on those courthouse steps, two sisters who had tried to destroy each other and had only destroyed themselves, and they agreed on one thing. Revenge had been easy. Forgiveness would be hard, but maybe hard was what they both needed.